action for the whole family at the Kentucky Expo Center this weekend as the rodeo rolls into town.
Our Sam Carter is live at the Expo Center this morning with the real stars of the show. Hey, Sam.
Hey, guys. I can't wait to show you some of these incredible animals. They are genuinely cool and pretty gigantic, almost scary even, but you won't have to ride one. But some of the cowboys here at the North American Championship Rodeo will be, and the guy who runs the show, a former cowboy, current cowboy, always a cowboy himself, Wayne Knutson. Wayne, these bulls. Yeah. How big are they? Talk to me. And these are the bulls that will be ridden this week at the rodeo.
Yeah, there's about 36 head here. They're 1,600 pounds.
Oh my God.
And as you can see, they're waiting for breakfast at this time of day. Pretty quiet and gentle. But you get them up there to Freedom Hall, different story.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are the baddest guys on the block, and they seem pretty docile right now. But you were saying that they can kind of feel when something's happening.
They do. When you get them up there and you get them confined in the small pens, they're going to the alley toward the buck and shoot, adrenaline kind of takes over, and they're just like a high-end athlete. I mean, they get ready to battle.
The best 8 seconds in sports, I imagine.
Absolutely.
And who are we looking at here? Because these look like just...
These are the bareback saddle bronc horses. These horses are the bucking horses. So as you can see, if we would probably stand here, he's probably going to come right up to the camera. They are they're not mean. They are bred to buck.
Yeah, and that's something I want to bring up with you because, look, there has been some, not about rodeo, but about things like circuses and things, about how these animals are treated. But we were talking off camera, these animals are treated better than a lot of people.
Oh yeah, and they're certainly treated better than your average farm animal. These because people make a living with these.
Sure.
The stock contractors, they get paid to supply these animals for the competition, and so that's where they raise them, breed them, raise them, sell them. It's a big business.
Yeah, I mean, it's another important point to bring up that the horses we're looking at right now and the bulls we were looking at earlier and right now, they're alive because of this. They're doing this to do this.
Yes.
And it really is an incredible show. We've all seen it on TV. I am going out of town this weekend, so I'm not going to see it in person. But when somebody is watching bull riding or bareback horse riding or the saddle bucking, what should they be looking for? What separates a great rider from just a regular rider?
You know, you can kind of tell by just the intensity of his actions. If you can tell if a guy is trying to stay on or trying to make a very high marked ride.
Oh, wow.
He's after it. You know, if you're flailing around, you're thinking, oh, I hope I stay on, or you're up there driving him. I mean, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm going to be trying my hand in a little bit of a different way coming up after CBS Mornings. It's going to be a time I think I'll be pretty good at it. What do you guys think?
He's got some time to practice.
Yeah, he does. And listen, guys, I think Sam would be really good. Have you guys heard of mutton busting?
No.
It's usually kids ride sheep for as long as they can, and then they just kind of tumble off as they're close to the ground. That might be what we need to start Sam out on, right?
All right, there you go. Maybe he can do that, Matt.
We're going to try to get Sam back by Monday.
Yeah.